It's not awful. Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, back with another action figure review, and this time I'll be having a look at the Toys Era 1/12 scale Wolfman, which is obviously Wolverine. Who they trying to fool? But here's the front of the box. You get the 1/12 scale era sign. It's got this cool metallic wolf on there. Side says Wolfman 1/12 scale collectible action figure. And the back has the claw marks and says Wolfman. And I don't have the Mezco Ronin Wolverine, but this is obviously a take on their packaging. So that's all for the packaging. Now we'll check out the height on this figure, and it stands almost exactly 6 inches tall. And for Wolverine's accessories, this came on him out of packaging, but it's a very, very cheap looking little set of dog tags for the figure. First thing I did was take it off. It's on like a piece of tinsel. Really cheapened the whole look of the figure, so they had to go. But you do get a set of actual dog tags that are really nice. They're really thick metal. They say Logan on there. And then the other side says Wolverine. I'm glad they put Wolverine on the dog tags and not Wolfman. Guess that whole ruse is over. He has his metal claws on him out of packaging, and those claws are actual metal. But he also has these bone claws, which they look like they're covered in skin for some reason. They should have made these white. I may actually paint those. Well, I probably will paint those, because skin claws are weird. But it's cool that they included these. And this is obviously Wolverine from X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, it has the same outfit, the pants, that buckle. It's all exactly Origins Wolverine, which I know is most people's least favorite X-Men movie. But I'm going to be honest, I liked it. I know that's not the popular opinion, but I liked it. He also comes with this tank top, and I imagine this is going to be a nightmare to get on, but at some point I will try to get this on him. I know the Fwoosh couldn't even get it on there in his review. I don't think he ever had any luck. So that's all for his accessories. Now we'll compare him to a couple other action figures. And here he is compared to the Revoltech Classic Wolverine. This one's claws is almost the size of this figure. And yes, mine has a cigar. I custom made that because they took it out in the final run of the figure. And now, just for scaling's sake, here he is with a couple SH Figuarts figures. On the right, you have that SH Figuarts Hot Rod armor. And on the left, we have the Infinity War Captain America. And they actually all scale a lot better than I thought they would. I actually thought this was going to be a little bit on the large side. Actually fits in really well with the SH Figuarts. Alright, that's all the comparisons I'm going to do. Now we'll have a closer look at the overall detail on this figure. You know, at first when I saw this figure, I thought the likeness wasn't really there. And then I started looking at some images from the movie and Hugh Jackman in the movie. And there are some of the photos where it's kind of dead on. So as far as the likeness, I mean, it looks pretty good, especially when you look at some of the shots from the movie. It could be better, but it's not awful. And this is actually the first action figure I have that's made like this. It's like a very, very stiff rubber. So it's a seamless body except for the wrist and the ankles. Now, when you get this out of packaging, the boots were actually not pegged into the ankles. So you have to pop those in there or your shoes will just keep popping off. And like I said before, these claws are actual metal. Kind of afraid they'll fall out of the hand, but I guess that could be fixed really easily with some super glue if they do. And all throughout this body, you have veins sculpted in there. And the veins actually have like a light green airbrush or something on them. I don't know how they painted the light green on there, but it actually looks like veins underneath of the skin. And it looks like every little hair follicle is actually brushed on there. So it's crazy when you get up close on it and see all those little individual hairs painted on there. And his airbrushed nipples. Looks really good. And on the hands and arms here, you got the individual hairs painted. Kind of stops at the elbow for some reason, but really good sculpt on the pecs and abs. Just the muscle definition looks really good on this figure. He actually has a metal skeleton, which is fitting for Wolverine, but there's actually a metal skeletal system to this. So when you bend the arms, you do get a little bit of an odd look sometimes, which that don't look real odd. That actually looks pretty good there. Like the bicep even looks pretty good. But sometimes you'll get a little bit of odd foldage with that hard rubber. There's the definition on the back. I mean, it all looks really good. I'm going to try to get that shirt on, but I don't know if I'll display it with the shirt on. It's just all this muscle definition. Looks so good, I hate to cover it up. His blue jeans look pretty good. They're not my favorite part, but as far as tiny pants, they do look pretty good. He's got his big Indian belt buckle on from the movie. And yeah, for being my first seamless body action figure, I'm actually really impressed. I think it looks excellent. Mostly just that muscle definition and stuff. There's a closer look at the side of the head where that beard is all painted on there. The eyes are a little bit odd. It's just like a black pupil, no collar or anything. Down on his feet, there's his boots. They got a nice sculpt and look to them. Really digging the overall detail on this. Now this is where it gets kind of tricky. For articulation, I'll do the best I can, but I'm sure I won't get some of it to move properly or something, because this body is very, very stiff. So, I mean, it just don't move real well. So you're not going to get crazy poses out of a seamless body, I don't think. Not like you would with one with the articulation cuts. But his head is on a ball joint. I'm not sure why, but you can kind of raise it up and give him a giraffe neck. It'd probably pop on off if you pulled it up some more. But you can push his head back and push it forward. It's really hard to work though. This is a workout. You can bend him at the shoulder. He'll go up that far. It will also go forward. The bends at the elbow is probably the easiest, and I don't know how well that's going to hold up over time. I don't know if this will crack or what, but as for now, it feels really strong. These hands are just pegged in on the end of the metal wrist. So you just get that little metal ball joint there. You peg the hands on. You do get ab crunch. I'm not sure if there's upper and lower. I think there might be, but it just kind of bends itself back. Your legs will kick forward. They'll go back, which you kind of stress the pants when you do that. And he has the bend at the knee. Then the ankle is the same as the wrist. It's actually on a ball peg. So articulation, I mean, it has it. It's just super hard to work. But I'm going to try to get that shirt on now. I'll let you know how that goes. And I'll pose him up and wrap this review up. Alright, so there he is with the shirt on. And I promise you, I've never worked so hard in my life to get an accessory on an action figure. I ended up having to take his shoes and pants off, and you don't want to know what's doing under those pants. Okay, he has a little nubbin penis under there. There you go, I said it. It's there. Why they sculpted it, I don't know. I don't want my action figures to be anatomically correct. So, yeah, he is. But anyway, I got that little pose going there. I feel like that's about as extreme of a pose as I could get. But I'm going to be honest. Overall, I really dig this figure. It is actually very, very hard to find though. I actually got this one on eBay. It took over a month to get to me. This figure is not going to be for everyone. I just really needed a Hugh Jackman Wolverine. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this odd unboxing and review of this third-party company Wolverine figure, aka Wolfman. I'm guessing for licensing reasons. But I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys. Bye for now. Airbrush nipples.